Can we extend out the question, not Pokemon, can we do Pokemon characters? Like, you're 1000% Gladion. Like, I 1000%.
Do I look like Gladion?
Frank, do we need to pull up the cosplay?
No, we don't.
Oops, I grabbed! Oh no, my hands! Oh,
Ryan!
God. Buckle up your seatbelts, boys and girls, because we have some things to address, and y'all might not be totally happy with our decisions moving forward. Welcome back.
Ryan,
to the
no, they're going.
most
Ryan,
jarring series on YouTube.
Ryan, calm down. Let me explain. Actually, before I explain, let's sync. 5,
4,
3,
2,
1, go! Perfect, awesome. Okay, so last episode sure happened, didn't it?
Oh God. Look, we're not even gonna say if you missed the last episode, go check it out. Just, you can skip it if you want to skip it.
Yeah, if you're gonna skip any episode of the series, that's the one to skip.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyways, we have a lot of explanations, and you guys left a lot of feedback, and we're here to say that we're gonna be going about this situation, in the exact same way that we handled it with Ryan. So we went back, we actually referred to the episode, and we made sure we're handling this exactly how we handled it last time for the sake of consistency. So,
yes.
The way we handled Ryan's situation, he failed to make a save state in Dewford after he lost literally two Roxanne, right? And he had a team of like Mew, Combuskin, Doduo, Cubone, whatever. Mew was his MVP, and we decided, hey, if your MVP dies, you lose that MVP straight up. So I didn't have an MVP, so that rule doesn't apply to me. The other rule that we applied was that Ryan had to sit still for 18 minutes. We literally counted it, exactly 18 minutes. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in this episode. The other rule that we set is that we come back with the team we died with, which means that Ryan came back with his Combuskin. He came back with his Cubone, he came back with his Doduo, which was the team minus Mew that he ended up losing. That team that he lost with, he got to bring back. So that's what we're going to be doing here as well, which means I do get to keep Mewtwo. However, there were a lot of people that pointed out the Ampharos situation because Ampharos was a mon that Ryan had to lose with that whole shebang. And the reason why he lost Ampharos but didn't lose the rest of his team is because Ampharos was actually lost in a previous battle. So basically, he didn't get to bring Ampharos back, just how I'm not going to be able to bring Haunter back, which I lost before the gym fight that I actually blacked out in. So, long story short. Oh, and then also, people were saying after the 7th gym, we should have to like remove any encounters we got. But the thing is, Ryan actually caught a Doduo after he forgot his checkpoint, and he got to keep the Doduo in that instance. So, with that being said, that's basically a long-winded way to say we're applying the exact same logic that we applied with Ryan. And I'm going to be able to keep Mewtwo, Entei, and then the other mons that I died with in that gym fight. Just because that's exactly how we handled it with Ryan. It's the exact same thing.
Exactly.
So.
Except for Haunter, because he was the same thing as Ampharos, as in Frank lost the Haunter previously to losing the Nuzlocke. I didn't get to keep Ampharos. Frank doesn't get to keep Haunter. If you don't like how we're handling this, leave your hate comment, and we'll probably meme on it in the next episode. No, I'll be honest.
Listen, I mean, we really appreciate your guys' feedback. We're really trying to just make this as fair as possible, though, and we felt this was the best way to handle it. Especially because, listen, if it had gotten to the point to where, like, say Ryan had lost his Combuskin, like, say you also had to get rid of your highest level mon. If that had been a rule we decided on, I would have gladly gotten rid of Mewtwo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But because the rules we applied to Ryan, it wouldn't make sense if we, made an exception for me just because I have a Mewtwo. Like, it wouldn't make sense based on the rules we set previously. So we're gonna stick to that. We hope you guys understand.
But with all that being said, though, for real. Also, I know we're on your channel, so I can't wait to see all the comments of the "with all that being said," because we've already said that like 7 times already. It does mean a lot that you guys are vocal and you are, contributing your opinions and everything in the comments, because this is the first generation race, just straight up. So obviously, we don't entirely know the ins and outs of every nitty-gritty detail and how things should be handled. We've never done something like this before. Yeah. So it's kind of cool to see you guys be so vocal, and we've never had a project with the audience actually wanting to be as invested in it. Like whenever something does happen, you guys always have something to say that does mean a lot,
Yeah. No, it's
you guys
cool.
do care.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool that you guys are like so into the project, and it's cool too because this entire project has been like the definition of experimental. So now we're learning, we're figuring out all the mistakes, we're polishing the rules, and we're getting to the point to where it's like, you know.
We know how to do things moving forward, which means that after this series is over, after we beat champion Leonard and Galar, we're gonna drop Gen Race 2 literally right afterwards, and then there won't be any issues. Are you excited for Gen Race 2, Frank?
No, I never signed up for Gen Race 2. Wasn't Gen Race 1 enough?
Absolutely not, man.
Okay, all right.
I mean, okay, just think about how baller of a move it would be, though. The community would not expect that. Like, after the finale, literally, like, 2 days later, just we're gonna stay on schedule. Here we go. Gen Race 2. We'll drop part 1 of Pokemon Yellow. Say we won't, Frank.
No, even better, we just restart Galar, and we just go in reverse.
Yo, actually, that'd be such a meme. That'd be too funny. That'd be too funny.
Gen Race 2, pick our starters. God.
Can we please? I just would love to do it for the meme. Like, not gonna lie. Yeah, this series is pretty huge. It's a big commitment and all that. But I do love, like, always having a series on the channel, you know? Because sometimes when you're doing these Let's Plays, you kind of have those moments where you're, like, in between projects, kind of figuring out what to do, trying to line up schedules, and it's a little bit stressful, but it feels nice to have, like, a solidified, there will be 2 uploads a week, at the very least. There's always gonna be a project to work on, you know?
That's true.
Hey, okay, fine. Don't even contribute to my conversation. You're not even sharing your screen, by the way. I can't see you or what you're doing. I bet your gameplay's so riveting.
I know.
Want to know.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to miss this, Mr. Worldwide Ludicrous. Let me,
definitely not. If this is the episode where Frank finally pukes, like, I want to see it happen firsthand, you know?
Exactly. But, you know, and then also on top of that, we decided to tweet out, since I'm literally sitting here and there is nothing for me to do. We figured today we would address more of your hot takes or questions or whatever it is. Hot takes. So basically this time around we put out a tweet on our Twitters. Follow us, by the way, at AstroidVideos, at KingCorphish. And we wanted to gauge your questions and see if you guys had anything you guys wanted to talk to us about. And you guys came through with a lot of awesome questions. So we'll definitely go ahead and
a lot of you guys responded literally right away. And thank you. Oh, God. Never mind. We ate up an Ice Punch from a Hitmonchan. I don't understand Pokemon anymore. I don't know why that slacking lived the fly in the last episode.
Dude, it's so annoying.
Still, while editing the video, I was trying to put some thought into that. I'm just like, how? Fly is physical. After the episode, me and Frank looked it up because we were like, is Fly special? No, it's not.
Maybe
you were +6. Like, I get slacking's tanky, but like, not tanky enough to live a legendary hit from a +6 physical. I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know, like, I cannot physically, but I want to almost like drop that in a damage calc. Cause like, there is no way. I wonder, maybe there's like an ability that like.
Liquid Ooze was his ability. We know that because we saw it happen.
Yeah, he had never mind. I don't know how the hell that happened. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways though, all right, well, I guess should we go,
Dude, you're the one who gets to stand still today. It's literally your call.
All right, here we go. Ready? Okay, we'll go straight in order.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so Fly one more time says, if you had to pick a Pokemon that you physically looked like, who would it be? Like a Mon that you actually look. You look like a Machoke.
That's actually such a compliment. I'll take it, dude. My mind was like, yeah, Frank kind of looks like Probopass. You know, I was gonna meme on it. But you know what? No. I'll go with like you give me some good Bellsprout vibes, not gonna lie, Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I do look like a Bellsprout, dude.
Literally. Okay. It's funny that we're not picking our mascot Mons. Like, I mean, for obvious reasons, I'm not a crustacean, but I mean, Frank, you could be a Lapras. You know, you got the neck, you got a shell behind your back, you know? Don't take off your shirt, don't show the people. I know you're self-conscious about your shell, but.
Yeah, and also on top of that, I can swim at 40 miles per hour, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, give Michael Phelps a run for his money at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Besides that, I feel like I kind of look like a what's
a Mon with like a shrub for a hair? You know what I mean? Because
I look like Dino.
The Gen 5 thing?
Yeah, he's like, edgy.
Can we extend out the question, not Pokemon, can we do Pokemon characters? Like, you're 1000% Gladion. Like, 1000%.
Do I look like I mean,
Frank, do we need to pull up the cosplay?
No, we don't.
Oops, oh no, my hands. Oh,
Ryan!
God. Sorry, man. Just
Damn
the people
it.
had to see it. You really do look like Gladion, though, Frank.
God, that was such a nightmare. Why did I do that?
Dude, I'm not even gonna cap. It's not even like you tried. If you like bought a whole cosplay and like really went for it, then it'd be cringy. But the fact that you just kind of moved your hair for the thumbnail, I thought it was fun, not cringy.
I literally just went, Gladion.
Okay.
It's like, oh my God.
See, but okay, on top of that though, it was just a cool stream too. What you did that stream was you made a team based off Gladion's team. You had Baby's first Photoshop, what's that thing's name? The horse thing with the helmet and the.
Oh yeah. Gladion's
I don't know
dog.
Gen 7. Yeah, Gladion's dog. I don't know Gen 7. I think it starts with an N.
Oh, type null.
Yes, I think.
Sovali. It's one of the two.
Yeah. I mean, you had that thing. You had other mons that Gladion had. Like, you based your team off of him, and that was the stream, you know?
It was kind of cool, yeah.
You weren't trying to cosplay, but it was just a cute stream. I liked the concept. Please don't die. Please don't die. I don't like Pokemon. I just don't. Keep going. Next comment.
Okay, this is a good one. So Blake says, what is y'all's biggest piece of advice to stay motivated in growing your YouTube channel early on, around the 40, 50 sub mark?
Do it for fun. Make sure it is fun.
Yeah. No, if you don't like it, you're gonna hate it. I know.
Yes.
I know it sounds like it's like obvious. Like, of course, if I don't like it, or if I don't like it, I'm gonna hate it. But I have to you have to love it.
Yes.
You have to love it. If you don't love it, it is going to kill you.
It will turn into work at that point.
Well, no. But even if it turns, sorry, no, go.
No. Go on, because you're gonna bring up a valid point. I already feel like whatever you're gonna say, I know I'm gonna agree.
Well, no, like even it's like I think literally just because of I know it's so weird to be like, oh, YouTube is really demanding. I don't want to sound like I'm being conceited at all. Yeah. I know I'm very grateful for this job and I wouldn't want to do anything but it.
Absolutely.
But if you don't love it, you are like, YouTube has taken over our lives. So if you don't if you don't love it, you're not gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna suck.
Because here's the thing with this is you are your own boss. It is a self-employed job, right? It requires self-discipline and self-motivation. And for us in our friend group, Core 4 and me and Frank specifically, because we're gonna speak on our point of views in this video, right? Is that grind, that drive and motivation is fueled by passion. It's fueled by fun, and we love doing this, right? But the thing is with YouTube is because you don't have a schedule, it's just always on your mind. There's always something that you can be doing.
I'll be honest. If I was just doing this for a paycheck, I don't think I could do it.
No, absolutely not.
Because it's like if that was my only motivator, I literally. Because it takes over your life. So it's like, I would much rather, even if I made more, I would much rather make less and have like set hours.
Oh, 100%.
If I was just doing it for the money, that's what I'm trying to say. Like you have to enjoy it. You have to, or else it is hard.
Dude, when we say this stuff has taken over our lives, we literally cannot stress that enough. I moved away from home, both of us did.
It's also because you're never off too. Like there's always something to do, something to record, something to edit, something to stream. There's always
and if you don't have an episode to work on or a game to stream because you already did your stream for the day or whatever, you can get ahead. Or you can think of an idea that is extra, like a one-off thing, like there's always something. I could put out a tweet and I could be like, hey, I have a little bit of extra time. Anybody want an animated intro or anybody need a countdown timer? And if somebody responds, boom, right there. I could get a project to work on. Since I moved here to Georgia and did YouTube full time, let me tell you, I have never been bored in the past 2 years.
No, yeah.
Frank as well,
There's always something to do. And it's like, it's not a bad. I really don't want to sound like I'm complaining because I'm not complaining at all.
Here's the thing: complaining would mean that you dislike it, and if you disliked it, you wouldn't be able to do it. You said that earlier.
No, yeah. It's like because I get stressed enough like keeping up with everything we have to do. Like I already, it's already overwhelming enough as is. Like if you guys saw my calendar, I know I know. Ryan has seen my calendar. Ryan has seen my calendar. Dude, I will double book myself when I know there's no way it's happening. Like I'll say I'll run out of hours in the day and I'll be like, okay, well I guess I have to record and edit at the same time. And then it's
Literally.
like
Exactly.
I booked that for myself, right? And then I look at it and I'm like, this is literally impossible, but it's one of those things where it's like I have to get it both done in the day. So I'm like, okay, well, what has to go? Something has to go.
See, why do you think that Frank sometimes streams editing? He's to knock out his stream for the day and make sure that a video gets edited.
Literally, dude. Sometimes it's like you almost have to do that because it's like I need to stream and I also need to edit, so I guess I have to do it at the same time. I got no other time to do anything else. So
exactly.
But
I almost feel like you can see it in the content. If you were to if you were to compare like our commentary demeanor, the way that we carry ourselves now versus a couple years ago, you still see the same level of fun, passion, and all that stuff. But I almost think you're like, dude, you can see it in our eyes, bro. We're grinding,
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's don't even get me started on Sword and Shield.
Don't know how we did it. I don't know how we did it.
I don't know how. I think I might. I think I actually I think a part of me died during that portion of Sword and Shield.
Dude, I took a break throughout January for that reason. Is because I watched a video from Andre Turbia, amazing commentary channel, by the way, and he gave some advice of take a break before you need it. All right.
Yeah.
And that's how you can stay a little bit, on top of the ball, stay refreshed when you need to and all that kind of stuff. Right. Because in his case, he was grinding. His videos started to take off and he kind of in a month he had viral hits and millions of views. He went from like 10K to like 800K in a month. Right. He hit 1 million and was like, all right, I'm taking a break. When he could have kept grinding and probably grew more. But you just kind of have to prioritize yourself in that aspect. That's why I high-key, I aim to stream daily, but I don't. Because if I'm like exhausted or if there's another thing that needs to be worked on, I'm not gonna like force that stream for the hour just because I know like the long-term effects that it'll have myself. And I kind of seen that happen during the Sword and Shield grind. Does that make sense?
Yeah. God, Sword and Shield was a nightmare.
Yeah. It's like yes, we absolutely love this and it's, the most fun thing that we could ever do, but too much of anything can kill you. You've heard that saying, right, Frank?
Yeah. No, yeah. It's like, yeah, it is so crazy too. When the question was how to stay motivated.
Oh God, I hope we're not turning you off because again.
Oh God, we literally were like, don't do it. Just kill the motivation now.
No. What we're talking about is a different topic than what the question was.
Yeah. But genuinely though, it's like, because the thing is too, when you're at the 50 sub mark. It's like at that point you're making videos for fun, and if there's not that fun, if you don't have that passion like from the get-go, then it's going to be really hard, especially because like as you grow, the demand is going to increase a lot.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have to keep up with a much tighter schedule.
Absolutely.
And so
and that applies to even before it becomes a job. Like Frank and I were grinding when we were in high school still. Like straight up, Frank and I both experienced this where we got to a point where we'd get home from school and then just lock ourselves to our computers because we knew that lots of things needed to be done. We wouldn't hang out with friends unless they came over uninvited and pulled us away from our PCs. Both of us, right, Frank?
Yeah, no, I missed out on a lot of social things in high school just because I was too busy. Too busy. I bought a laptop so I could work during school. That's like, because it got to the point to where I was sitting at lunch and I was like, dude, I need to be editing right now. Like I need to be working on something.
Literally.
By the way, 18 minutes. I'm gonna keep moving if that's cool.
All right, good stuff. I know we were like, hey, lots of Twitter questions, but I just love this conversation. Not even gonna lie. So for me, I did get a lot more social experiences throughout high school because my channel didn't pick up traction until tail end of junior year, beginning of senior year. It was the end of my high school career that this became what it did, So I was able to still do things like marching band and drumline and jazz band and concert band and percussion ensemble. I did every band thing possible, basically.
Super band and duper band.
Duper band.
Yeah.
Literally, man, I did it all. Rubber band.
Wristband.
Wristband. Oh, man. Catcher band. Straight up. But the thing is with Frank, Vinny picked him up and was like, hey, so we're doing Soul Links when he was like 6. So, Frank was just thrown into this.
I was delivered in a what are they called? The bird.
Stork.
The bird.
Storks, right?
Storks. Yeah, I was delivering a stork, and Vinny was like, "Yo, you got to do Soul Link," and I was like, "Okay, gaga."
Yeah. You know, and for what it's worth, you know, it's not like we had this grind and stay on schedule, you know, from day one, because, oh God, we didn't. That's how, like, the meme with their Diamond and Pearl Soul Link was like a, oh boy, 3 a.m. and, you know, Soul Link, right?
Yeah.
You know, but as it got more and more serious, we were like, you know, as more people got involved and as Frank said, like, demand rose, we were like, wow, more people love what we do. Let's make sure that they get it consistently. Let's make sure that, you know, we're on top of the ball. Because if we just dropped the ball, then it wouldn't grow and you guys wouldn't have been entertained, which is what we ultimately want, is to entertain you guys, you know?
Yeah. No, coming out of I'm gonna go for surf. It's like coming out of high school and stuff like that. It's like, you know, the responsibilities and like just the amount we had to adjust with our like work ethic and all that. Because it's like I was averaging 4 hours of sleep in high school, but I was also like inconsistent.
Exactly.
So it's like I don't know how the hell that. I mean, high school takes up more time, but it's like I don't know.
I think
man.
it's a little bit of, you know, as we keep doing it, we learn little things as we go along to, you know, become more efficient. It's becoming a work smarter, not harder type of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like right now, Frank and I both hired editors. That is something that last year we were adamant that we'd never do because me and Frank didn't want to give up that creative control because we love editing, but we kind of have realized where hiring an editor is beneficial for time management. It's work smarter, not harder. Slowly but surely, me and Frank will be able to put out just as much, if not more content than the Sword and Shield grind, but not need to grind for it to happen, you know? That also comes with as you grow and, you know, being able to have these opportunities. Like both me and Frank's channel sizes have like doubled since Sword and Shield grind now. So we weren't even in as well of a position to be able to outsource like that last year, you know?
Yeah, so to answer your question on how to stay motivated, just kind of wake up at a good time.
Yeah, eat healthy, you know. Eat your greens, your leafy greens, carrots. Make sure you keep that eyesight up. Exercise.
Keep your eye on the goal.
Yep, definitely.
Yep.
The body is a machine. Don't make me break it down. So, dang, bro. We straight up took a very innocent, hi, my channel's at 50 subscribers, what do I do? And turned it into, guys, we're working so hard, help. Like,
we turned it into, don't.
No. Well, okay, that's the thing is, like, when Frank and I were at 50 subscribers, you know, it was a hobby and something we did for fun outside of school. That was our extracurricular thing, you know?
Yeah, you just, I don't know, man. I mean, you see, the thing is, though, oh my God, he traced Flashfire.
I think a huge thing as well on top of it is making friends. I couldn't do this alone. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, Frank, you hesitated. All right, fine. Generation Race solo series. Go ahead and stand still for 18 minutes and make it entertaining. I dare you. I dare you.
Yo, could you imagine do a solo series and I just stand still for 18 minutes because I feel it's fair?
No, it's like, well, guys, you said I lost the nuzlocke, so let's stand still in Duford.
Let's chill at Duford for a little bit, guys. I'm sure.
Right.
Oh my
nice
God.
Beach vacay, bro. But yeah, making friends is straight up the way that it became something for me because when me and Frank say, oh, we're grinding, oh, we're doing it, whenever we record these videos or work on these projects, brainstorming or, you know, hopping into each other's rooms while we're editing or animating or whatever, that's our way of hanging out. Like YouTube is the project that, you know, brings us together in order to just communicate more and spend more time with each other, kind of like drumming is for me and Keyshawn, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, the amount of great people I've met through YouTube is like...
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to keep going if I didn't think of this as I'm just hanging out with my friends. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. It's, you know, there's definitely like the social part of it is like really cool. And I mean, the fact that like we're all neighbors now, like that's really cool too. Because like we all spend time together.
Because in a weird way, it's something that I have always dreamed of. You know, when I was a kid, I'd see these, you know, YouTuber houses or office spaces and be like, man, I'd love to do that. They are, you know, having fun doing what they love with their friends. You realize that what they love is a grind, but it is what they love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, sorry, Blake, we kinda...
Oh, no, it's a good topic. You know what? This is the YouTube hot takes type of thing that you kind of were looking for in the previous episode, right?
The rails on a crazy train.
That's what YouTube is. It's a crazy train, man.
Yeah.
High key as well. I'm so sorry to keep bringing it back. I just think this is a fun conversation. I watched an interview with Susan Wojcicki where she talked about memberships. And, you know, the point of memberships was to make content creators feel like they can take breaks, feel like they can have a consistent, secure income, to not have to feel like they got to grind 24/7 to keep up ad revenue or whatever. Because YouTube is a platform that demands consistency when it's the full gig. If you're at 50 subscribers and you're just doing it for fun, that's all it is. It's a hobby, do it for fun. Try to improve, and as you improve, you kind of have more fun, if that makes sense. Let's focus on that.
Yeah. If you're still doing it as a hobby, just you know, just kind of make what you want to make, and just always try to improve your content. Because like I think the hobby phase, that is the best phase to like hone in your content.
Yes, you take what you learn in the hobby phase and then apply it when it's the full gig. Like when it is a hobby, every video that you make, a Let's Play episode, if you do animation, I'm assuming you're kind of going for Poketubing because you're asking in our comment section, I'm assuming. But if it's a Let's Play episode, do something with your editing. And just every video, try to make it that much better. Try something new. If it's your commentary, try something, just a little thing. Every video that you want to improve on. If it's an animation, attempt something that you didn't know how to do going into the project. Even if it doesn't come out perfect, you learn along the way. And that is what growth is, because the next time you'll have that information. You can kind of keep building and building as long as you keep just trying that little thing every single time, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, and it's like, because like when you have when you're at that point, you know, and you just kind of focus on making the best stuff you can, then you can worry about optimizing it later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We jumped way too many guns on this question, to be honest.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. All right, next question.
I'm sorry.
All right, here's another heavy hitter from Dr. Cloud. He says, "Are you ever
YouTube's fun, please do it if you want to." Okay, cool. Like, don't let us scare you away with our...
We're just like, don't do it. Just don't. No, Dr. Cloud says, "Are you ever worried about peaking in your content?"
No, because I always am going to go into it with mentality if I want to keep improving in one way or another.
I don't know about you, but I peaked.
Like your penis peaked? Because my penis peaks when I see your animations. Got him.
Okay. By the way, I don't know if it's just Discord, but your Discord is lagging a little bit, like the screen share.
Man.
I mean, it's
unfortunate.
It's fine as long as you know you're fine.
Yeah. I'll reset it, but anyways, answer the question.
Yeah. Well, so worried about peaking. Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like I mean, we've gotten into such a rhythm now with a lot of the stuff we make that I feel like I almost don't have time. Because like, okay, the thing is, right, when you're just starting out, you have all this to learn, and so it's so easy to like make big improvements.
Experiment with every single video and all that, you know?
Yeah. But it kind of almost gets to the point to where it's like now we know
how to replicate over and over. I'm sorry, I cut you off a lot. That's just my problem.
No, you're fine. But it's like okay, it's like I'm trying to.
Are you good, bro?
I'm trying to figure out my words. So it's like you kind of get to the point to where like we know how to make high quality content. We know how to make content that people will want to watch. So now it's like, now the improvements are a little more vague. It's like, okay, like how can we go up from here? Like, what do we need to do to do even better? Do we even need to improve? Because like a lot of times, right, quality wise, sometimes the appeal of YouTube is how grounded it is.
Yeah, the appeal of YouTube for so many creators isn't the editing or the production value or whatever. Like you can look at Moist Critical, because he is like the most bare bones. He uses a webcam and a Yeti, you know? And he does jump cuts when he reacts to things, and it's nothing more than that, if that, you know?
Yeah.
Right now, for me and my mentality is, where do we go from here? I don't think that I peaked with my editing skills or animating skills or whatever. But I don't think that needs to be the focus in order to improve anymore. My focus now is personality, and that is the driving force, if that of any YouTube video. I just knocked out my earbuds, bro.
Oh, yeah. I won't lie. I might lose again, dude.
At this point, just we'll stand still for 18 more minutes. We're in a bulk recording session, so I don't mind.
No, well, okay. I don't think I'm actually gonna lose, but I am like I gotta hit this guy, but I'm confused, and Flail is doing so much.
Honestly, you can stay focusing on the battle, and I'll ramble on about whatever I'm rambling on. Like when it comes to personality, because I think that this is something that's really, really fascinating, you know? Is for me and Frank specifically, we've always focused on improving editing, because that's something that we value.
I hit myself. I was banking on. Oh, we live. Jesus!
Yo, bet! Let's go.
Dude, I need to break out of this confusion. It's so bad.
But I've always thought about Vinny's channel, and he has had an editor, and he hasn't edited anything in years and years and years at this point. But why is he able to be loved, even though he's not, putting in work in the editing department? It's because he's a just naturally likable person. He's just a naturally entertaining person. And I've always wondered, how can Vinny get away with just having anybody edit his content? It's always amazing, and it's just because it doesn't matter who's editing. It's gonna come out amazing. Editing always adds to it. So it's kind of, I want to be that person to have that personality that the editing just adds to the experience.
Yeah, and
that's
it's
why I think Flappy Bird did so well.
Yeah, and it's like back in the day we were focusing on improving the quality of our content, but now it's like the quality has gotten to a point to where it's like if we go further, well, okay, I should say quality loosely. Like I mean like production value. If we go further with production value, then it's almost like I feel like we're kind of just becoming TV. People don't come here for TV.
Yes and no. People come to see the genuine person producing what they love to make. If we want to put out something with, the production value of TV, as long as, we make it clear and obvious, whether we say it or we don't, whether it's verbal or not, that it's all self-motivated and we made it, because that's the appeal of YouTube is like, you see what somebody's capable of. You see what their creative mind comes up with. So there's nothing wrong with that. No, you're not coming here for TV, but even if me and Frank have the most beautiful edits and animations, because you guys know that that's what we like and that's what we want to put out, not what the team of the station is being paid to do. Does that make sense almost?
Yeah.
Like,
it's
I'll see one of Frank's animations and I'll still look at it as, oh, he grew from that 13-year-old kid who blurred out his webcam,
Good times.
So we're at 30 minutes. Do you want to wrap up here? You have something to say, but...
Yeah, well, good night. Thank you all so much for watching. That's exactly what I was thinking, is we get to wrap up. Okay. I feel like it's a good capping point just because, 30-minute mark. I just finished the gym. I didn't make a save. Okay, I'll make a save state right now.
Frank, I swear to God, if you don't make that save state, I swear to God.
Oh, good. No, yeah, we got it. So this is literally right after the gym, so we're good.
Yo, Frank, is it me or did this episode fly by?
I feel like it did, man, and I was sitting still for half of it.
I love these conversations. At the end of the day, that we love what we do, and we wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't love it.
No, yeah, for sure. And I'm sorry we only got to 3 questions. We'll keep going down. We got a lot of comments, so we'll talk about them in future episodes.
Definitely. So, anyways, we hope to see you guys at the Pokemon Gold and Silver Pokédex versus race tomorrow on Frank's channel. It's gonna be exciting. 11 a.m. I'm gonna be at his apartment. We're gonna be on his couch. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna do some Pokemon. Gold and Silver, we're gonna be racing to see who can complete the Pokedex first. It's gonna be awesome. Go check it out if you guys are interested, but we love you. We love you all. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Hey guys, Astroid here.